What is this song? Dun, 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 dun. What is this song called? I put these playlists on and they don't have the songs listed, I don't think. Wrapped around each other. Magnet and Steel. Okay. Oh, great. Oh, this could be for some science. Hold on. I gotta. It's either that the two of you, are there people who you spoon or you lay next to each other and you have a hard time getting away from each other? Not because I'm so addicted to you. I'm so into you. It's not that. It could be this magnetism with the metal that's in your bodies is doing something. They could also be trying to force soulmates through magnetism. We're going to force them to each other with actual a force. Well, if this was a plan from a while ago, no, they were not all black people. What's happening though is people are, I can't do this. What if I'm the one left that still deals with this type? Am I going to fall? But yes, you will. You don't even have to. Immediately, someone thought this, and they were stopped by their own higher self. Absolutely. No, there's no need to even finish these thoughts. They drain you. They drain you. Magnet and Steel. Oh my God. Is there a possibility that we as beings, we become used to something and then we become dependent on it? And when that's removed, we become a little weakened instinctively and forced to stand on our own at some point. Yeah. What if this magnetism thing, this frequency, this thing has been holding buildings up? What if it's been pulling, right? But at the very least, it's been pulling this force that we can feel, moving grounds, moving things ever so slightly. I don't know if people are hearing buildings moving more, or I'm hearing metal or a roaring sound. Did anybody else let their bodies calibrate and you started moving like a robot slowly? Consistent though, like your head was on just a cylinder, a ball joint, but a cylinder ball joint. No, rotating. Yeah, I do. It's weird what I'm learning about who I possibly could be. I don't mean that I know that. I mean what I am on the inside. What are we? Are we transformers? And how deep does that go? Why do I sometimes hear my voice sounds robotic telepathically? Why am I supernaturally strong? Why do I heal so quickly? This bite on my face is almost gone. What I thought was going to be a huge bruise on my foot never got fully black and blue. What is it about beings like me? It freaks me out. You could be... is it a possibility that some of us are made of steel and that our x-rays have been hidden from us, and the true... What does steel show up as on an x-ray? Because it's supposed to pick up bone structure, right? I'll be right back. Yeah. There are some people who are made different. And there are people that know. I didn't really know what this was. Their bone looked either translucent, which it's different. Whatever they're made of when it comes to their bone is different than this one here and this one here. Some of you, it looks like the metal is the shinier. I mean, this is, look at what wires. Why would these wires be showing up like that unless somebody's spine is wired? I would think that they would show up brighter. Some of you, it could be that it's the brightness of your x-rays. Somebody tried to mess with contrast and everything. I don't like that they're made of titanium, steel alloy, possibly. Are we droids? It could be mixed in with the bone. Have any of you ever had somebody scan your inside and then you're right there to see them? I want to see. And it could look like bone. It could, but the bone structure, it's the density of your bone, could have some type of, or at least some type of structure that of titanium steel alloy. Titanium steel alloy is different. And they're not created by the government. This could be another reason why some people were programmed to believe even, well, let them torture them. Even if they can feel it, they were created by the government. They're owned by the government. You know what that says? That says that they're creating their own prison. And you're just okay with it. How do you know you're not one? This is why just doing the right thing has to happen. In every area, it's just the right thing. Doesn't mean we're good people. Titanium steel alloy. Okay? Titanium alloys. A mix of titanium, some chemical elements with high tensile strength and toughness. The ability to withstand extreme temperatures with corrosion resistance. Oh boy, is this the immortality thing? Is this why certain people don't die, or they don't die like everybody else? It could be that this is rejuvenation. It's either rejuvenation with the outside. If you have bruises that heal quickly, or cuts, or they don't fully form to what I feel like they're supposed to heal, it's like they start healing before they fully bruise. And you won't notice this about yourself, and other people don't tell you this because they're usually freaked out, and it just becomes ignored and then never is. And now you'll be having this weird thing, I don't want to be awake. I just want to go back to sleep. In fact, put me in a sleeper cell. I just want to go back to sleep forever. Give me an overdose of Xanny type sleep forever, please. Sounds good. I agree. These lightweight alloys are classified as A pi B and B types due to their composition. Titanium is bulletproof. Is it fireproof? I'm guessing, of course it is, right? Under certain conditions of temperature, Ti alloys can suffer spontaneous combustion known as titanium fire. Alloy steel offers better fire resistance than carbon. My God, they're showing me such crazy stuff and I don't know how to process it, and I'm getting emotional, like C3PO mixed with the human, the hybrid. And how far as a species humans have plummeted. It didn't look like metal. Although how would we know unless that person was gone and we got to, with respect, these are people who respect things like that. research not just their DNA when it comes to the epidermis, but the actual, the deep components, the makeup of their bone structure. Have people done that? Shaved? You get better if you shaved down the bone. Its special composition, chromium and nickel. These elements help alloy steel form protective oxide layers. Now that could have been, but listen, please, somebody reward me for the shit that I do. Did I not say that for those of you that either you were special or you were made different, along with belief, but I'm not even sure that would have mattered. I think it's just it's science. It's what is, that all of this shit created something, a different type of compound that hasn't been named yet. It will be named by the creator, and then it just will be at some time, at some point, a name will be formed of whatever this new metal genetic crystallis compound is. Will not be penetrable by nothing will be able to penetrate it. Set it on fire, implode. This is the supersonic, supernatural, unimplodable element that somebody was looking to find. They created it, but they created it through attacking their enemy through elements. And when your enemy is human, they're made of elements. What did I say? What the hell was it? Shit. What the hell was I saying? Oh, crystallite. What is crystallite used for? Oral scanner. Glassy volcanic rocks marks the beginning of crystallization. Used for modern electronics, optical fiber optics. Can we talk about something else? I don't want pats on the back. I want people to just pay me for the knowledge and how I get attacked for it. Because every time I do this, somebody feels like they owe to something. They don't even know what it is. They just don't like me. I have to do this for Kermit. You're losing because of it. But I did say about fiber optics, which would be the nano fibers. They could have created some nanofibers. These would, with the laser heat, would have melted and combined all of these elements. For some of you that you felt like you were overheating, they were heating you up, then they were making you cold. It's a torture program they do from satellite, and then wherever you live, they put people around you, and people sold their souls to either open their homes up to let them bring these things in. Some people got sick because they affected them too. Some of them were holding them on them and being cold. I got them taped to my leg, and you got cancer now. Motherfucker got lumps all over. Oh, these are lumps that are coming through, though. These are, I don't know how many things, they had them on 24/7, walking around attacking other people. The optical industry. Well, I can only imagine that if we're going to speak spiritually here, this could have enhanced your third eye in different ways. It could have blocked the things that you didn't need to see. Everything works in your favor, we said, right? That's broken down in many parts. You talk about it generally, that's your belief. You can't break it down with your belief. It's too much to believe. That you just believe the overall thing is what? Everything harmful done to me, everything good, everything works out for me, always, forever, and after that. It is so. Yeah, and then you can even, it doesn't matter what it is. It benefits me. It makes me stronger, more powerful, more youthful. Always, yeah, once again, done. You say these things with the certainty and the passion, and you say, it is. At some point, shit's going to just start happening immediately. Your looks may change immediately when this belief gets that powerful. You checking someone's possible bone for someone that says, you know, we had a clone of yours that we believe we have some kind of this crystallization thing. You guys know this. You don't have to be a scientist to know that this means it's a forming thing. It's a consistent forming thing. Yeah, it's Whitey, and I never spoke this way either, but when you're calm and you just allow things to come in and you allow yourself to correct your own self, many of you have this gift of prophecy, you could say, of just knowing things and the ability to self-correct. Yep. It is. It's quite interesting. Well, that's interesting too, because it does feel like if I say this and it's solid and it's not that, I look like a fool. Which I mean, whatever I say is always a possibility unless it's something I know about myself to be true already. And you'll feel it that I just know and that just is. But I have to be like this with everything I'm putting out there now that I want to come back good to me. What have we become? And is it not just one type of species, as all of us released certain things, right? Through however our body detoxes naturally, in addition to some frequencies or subliminals, or eating things or digesting things, or taking baths with certain things that release things, all on different timelines, different schedules, and different amounts. So is it a different, many types of the same species? Offspring? No. Off species, you could call it. The kickstand, sure, something like that. But we were all created strong with our core to begin with, is what this feels like. Like, it's possible that this new metal is the first metal coating we've had where we were already stronger than we thought as humans, but we were told by things in history that there were other things stronger than us, and we believed that, or some other, it could be that this doctrine took away a lot of your power by having believing that this thing was that smart. Or others, it could just be the universe, you know, maybe that is so, but it feels like something like that, this belief. We didn't know what we were capable of for a long time. Now these possibilities are, at least I'm exploring possibilities that I am more powerful than I could imagine, and I'm letting that shit happen naturally. It's the one thing that you don't mind letting happen naturally that's exciting, where the outcome is exciting, because it's terrifying that if you were overloaded with this kind of shit, what would happen? This is where the supernatural and the unseen stuff truly fascinate me, but terrify me. And the terror would be, what am I capable of mixing with that thing that I'm going to wind up doing to myself? So once again, the only one I fear is me. Relate, yes. Yeah, it is not fear itself. When you don't fear, that doesn't make any sense. Is that what it says? The only thing left to fear is fear itself? That doesn't make any sense. Or maybe it just doesn't make any sense for the way I view fear. I don't know what that is. I am the fear. Yep. The waiting game. Well, somebody's just waiting for varicose veins to go away. And I think you've been listening to subliminals, but I just don't think you're a good person. That has a lot to do with it. You don't believe in the right things. With the passion, I'm telling you, there's a certain frequency. This feels like you have to be on a certain station to have that now connect with you. And I believe, I don't think it was me, but it was somebody who has my DNA said this, where you become a clear connection to whatever this is that it's a receiving thing, but We thought at one point it was asking for something from a God. I have a clear connection, and that shit ain't fucking happening. And why would that? Let's just say I send something out, and whether it's God or whether it's the quantum realm, why does it seem like it doesn't come back the same when it's this God, right? This would be big things. Because there's work that's required for other beings to learn, to grow, to be more creative, to say, oh my God, this worked. Like, I had this, thank you, whatever you want to call it. But let's just say I put this out there, and I'm putting it up to this being. I don't do anything to make it come in. I'm not wary. I'm not aware of my words. I'm not aware that people putting me in bad moods is fucking with this electrical connection. I'm a connector, right? And it needs to come straight back to me. I went straight out. I make sure that when I request things, that shit goes right there. By putting all my focus on what I'm requesting, wishing for my Christmas list. So, right. And then when it comes back, it needs to be the same. It needs to be a clear lane. How do I do that? They don't teach you this in that doctrine. They just say, once you ask God, that's it. It's a wrap. Yeah, you could go do whatever. Go ahead and throw the kid off the bridge if you want. You're still going to get it because you believe in him. That is what fucks shit up. Everything come full circle with this understanding now, this passion that everything does come back to you. I am waiting for something to come back to me. Let's see what this is. We're on 21 minutes. What is this that you're waiting to come back to you? It's going to be clearly different from any. What is this? This is Nick. You've been putting out some type of lust energy. Somebody's waiting for the dick to come back to the mother in lockup, though. I will see that, and it may be 10 of them, and it may be with swords. It may actually be with knives because there's some tower moment, and it could have something to do with some skin color since the next 2 cards. If these are women, it could be like not only are we pissed off about certain people, but we're pissed off about the mixing and the entitlement. Like, we're not sure whether we're supposed to respect you in the showers or we're supposed to whoop your ass, and we're just going to go with what we're here for. I'm in prison. Okay. This is what you won't do for drugs. You tried everything. I have means to get this without. You bring me lives. I bring you product. Oh yeah, this feels like Aryan Nation. Hello, Aswana. Aswana 220 Jack Trap. With a flip-flop drop top. No, that would be something else. Somebody else adding that shit on, but it was funny. This is big product, too. There are people who are blocking business in prison. It's still business. Oh, they wanted to take over everywhere. Oh, and I think that some people figured that out. Well, I mean, this is a community, and we do business in here. Let me look around a little bit. The COs. There aren't many inmates, though. That could have happened for you guys. They were secretly letting them out with fake documentation. You got that right. But you guys are all together, brought together. The others. You're the good others. There you go. I noticed it when I was there, that there weren't a lot of black people behind bars. At least, and not in the block that I was in. I mean, I wasn't there long, but I was by myself. It was for the first couple hours, maybe. I took notice, but I take notice to everything going on around me. And I was like, God damn, this shit is very bright in here. And then I started thinking, they let him out so that this hostile takeover it wasn't really hostile. It was supposed to be a covert hostile takeover. Exposed by the one true creator. Somebody said this. Only the creator could have uncovered the shit that this woman has uncovered. Just about flawlessly, but we're not done investigating yet, darling. I know that you haven't felt like you've gotten any reward or acknowledgement, like you haven't achieved anything when it comes to this. I assure you that will not be that way forever. Thank you. This feels like Olympia. Thank you. Yeah, I see you, and I'm very grateful that you see that. I don't need a whole bunch of people to see me, kind of. I'm okay with the right people seeing the right things about me at the right time. Exactly. So, okay, you have a great day. And then we have this passion. Something's coming to me too. Like, yeah, they're waiting for that in jail, and it's like, you know what? I also get. I feel like somebody was. There are people in prison. You know how we just started doing this scraping to everybody. There's not so much conviction, but that people are handling themselves. These are men that are doing things to themselves, and I don't get pleasure out of that anymore. So for those of you who feel like, I know I'm a good person, but I'm not sure how far that gets me in this situation, I wouldn't worry about that. You're bringing it in by thinking about it. A lot of these guys here, they have passion now for like fucking wisdom and good information. I'm telling you, shit's changing in the joint too. The joint. Yeah, this the joint. Yeah. Some of them, they're going outside, or they're allowing them to go outside more. Why wouldn't I make this establishment, this environment beneficial to me? I run it. Why am I just letting them run wild and I'm not really putting my foot down, but I have my name on this shit? Let's play a friggin' negative energy clearing thing on that. There's a PA system here. Some of these older prisons, or we can set. I mean, why would you want people that are in there longer that aren't really, doesn't seem like there's a lot of flow anywhere. The economy is stuck. The friggin' prison system is stuck. I mean, God, $10 from a bunch here would be great, but Jesus Christ, didn't I say that the wheels were going to be stuck? And I know it's going to agitate people. I'm going to say something that's going to agitate somebody. And sometimes during the entire video, I'm agitating the same person repeatedly. Oh, well. I've been nothing but agitated at my situation, but I still find a way to do this, and I find a way to look at this thing from a perspective where it helps me first, so that now I can be helpful somewhere else, but not to be seen as weak. You start seeing help as weak, and then you claim you don't like weakness. You are telling this thing that's jotting everything down, this book of life you want to call God. You're telling this thing, this being, that you don't want that. Right? Is that what I just said? Oh, you don't want to be helped. Help is weak. Man. I don't even remember some of the shit you said when you were on that Yuki, huh? Somebody's like, there are people who are, damn, you walking different. They're looking at them like, you walking different, you moving different, your back used to hurt, your spine used to hurt. This is releasing binds, different types of binds, things that just were keeping people stuck because of the way they were looking at things. These guys in here are releasing some type of homosexuality thing too. Yeah, and I think that they're paying attention more telepathically. They're hearing some of the people. Yeah, they're just staying to themselves. This feels like a lot of spirit, a lot of I'm okay being in my own, what this is. Yeah, you can't crowd my space. You can't. Right. This is a knowing. This is putting everything out there. These are people in jail just saying shit. Like, I'm not going to pretend to be somebody I'm not. Being just who they are, because you need different personalities there too. Not everybody can be that dude that everybody's afraid of. You need the brains in there. You need the lawyers. You know what I mean? Like, you need the friggin' scientists that, because now the crazy thing is most of you that are in there, you're targeted. You were targeted in some way, even if it was that you were a child and you were targeted by family members because there was gang life, and now this is where you wound up. You were targeted by people that's even worse. But the result is that now you're going to be targeting. Now I'm going to look at it like this. It takes any kind of shame and guilt away that you may have been. I'm targeted, and this is the result of decisions I made while having my life just being made a little more difficult than it should have been. Right? I'm not playing victim, but it's present. Now, wow, don't call me nothing. Don't give me a title. But when I just see something happening, I'm going to feel I need to step in here. Sometimes I will not step in. This is my choice. This is more of a walking in purpose than a mission, because with a mission there's a lot of planning. You know what I mean? This is just, wherever I'm at, I do what I feel like it, but I know that I'll pay attention if I feel some kind of conviction. Like if I see a kid getting bullied, I may be more inclined to talk to another kid that's watching and tell them what to do than to step in. People expect the adults to step in, maybe handling that a little bit differently. But yeah, with this, I'm speaking. I'm just gonna say what I like that, and then there'll be some kind of financial opportunity. This could be, hey, listen, I see somebody is trying to push a child into a car. I'm going to intervene. I may get targeted. They may follow me to see where I'm going home, but that's sacrifice. That's what sacrifice is, because I was at one point this kid, somebody saved my life, or somebody saved my life recently, and I can't just sit here and say, well, that was the end of why that was supposed to happen. I'm that fucking special, and this guy didn't even deserve to have his life saved. Your life was saved so that you could do something for somebody, because only you could do a certain something, or the way that you do it. Yeah. And then with the Magician, this is now putting that out into the universe, law of attraction. This is how some of these people in lockup are handling things now. Some of you are going to teleport out of these motherfuckers too. Oh my God. You are very careful with where you want to go, with your intent, with your feeling, doing these hand gestures that you're ready to go. Help me clear out if I have to. Help me clear out whatever this is I need to clear out, so I can be released from this realm and this dimension, so I can go to something greater. Some of you were going to get jobs in the prison, but it's like, I'm not even want to do that. I want to spend all of my time trying to teleport, because you felt something. You felt your body get numb, and you heard some people say, oh my God, I heard that it was like factual, that when your body starts tingling, you're flying through, or you're in the process of removing yourself from that dimension physically. Some of these people are skipping meals in prison because the bread and the potatoes and shit are weighing them down, or you should keep them and try to be a little more disciplined. Okay, if you can keep them in there, they seem to last longer, right? All right. And this is removing some pain for you as well, closing your third eye. At the same time, auto adjusting your body to be in the perfect dimension while you're teleporting. We don't know if it's better to be in low dimension, or if it's better to keep going up and up and up for those of you who can do that stuff. I'm not sure if there has to be a perfect etherical flow of going in and out of dimensions and consciousness, until you get to the point where there's almost no movement, where you are now, this could be a form of telekinesis in some weird way, where you're not bending the reality, but you're calming the reality and the magnetic field around you. No, you're the calming thing that's forcing it. That's what it is. So this is that inner stillness shit that people talk about, where my brain is still, my body is still, and now everything else is forced to become flat around you. It could make it easier for, if there are other beings that have to get involved with this, it could just, for them to see you, for them to help you. It's so amazingly interesting that we could be capable of this. And I think that this is one of those things where somebody tries to create now something to force something that is supposed to be derived through work and practice, so that we don't become lazy again. It won't work. For those who did that impulsively, not a bad person. I don't need to tell you that. That's, you are part of the problem of where the world is at today. That's all I got.